shopping, guys. Happy New Year. Oh my god, I feel like I keep saying Happy New Year all the time. But yeah. Did my phone just vibrate? I don't know. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you haven't subscribed, stop. Up there. Yep, there. Just there. Click it. Click. Thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing, guys. I'm back. 2017 feels so great. 2017. I'm a little bit sick, so don't mind my voice if it's a little bit cracky. It's alright. I'll manage through it. Anyways, 2017 has started really great, but 2016 itself wasn't bad at all. Yep, I definitely can say 2016 wasn't bad. 2016 was actually a great year. I'm going to do another video on reflecting on 2016, so you better stay tuned for that video coming up soon. Anyways, this video, if you have seen the title, yeah, this girl right here met her daddy. I did. 2016 was a great year for me because I met the man that gave me some of these looks. I mean, thanks to my mama, but he contributed in all this beauty he contributed in. So yeah, if you've seen the title, I'm going to be talking about me meeting my dad 2016. If you've watched any of my videos, or if you know me personally, or if you've watched one of the first videos I put on YouTube, I kind of talk about not knowing my dad, and I was hoping to meet him. Yep, that was one of the things I did in 2016. I started YouTube. And in that video I talked about not meeting my dad but hoping to meet him this year, and that actually happened. I was home. If you've been seeing the vlogs, if you haven't, go watch them. They're pretty interesting. I was home this year. I just came back like a week ago. About a week ago. Yeah, I just came back from Cameroon. One of the main reasons I traveled home this year was to meet my daddy after 20 years. I'm gonna say 20 because I'm almost 21, but I'll say 20 because I was told when I was born he kind of saw me a couple of times before things kind of changed. But yeah, so I'll just say 20 years instead of 21 because I can't remember ever meeting him before. But let's just give that 1 year. Like, I know there's not supposed to be a but what should I say? The way I met him was kind of not the way I had dreamt of it and planned it in my head. You know, like every girl, you always want everything to be perfect. You always plan everything ahead of time. Yeah, I had planned it in my head. So the way I wanted to meet my dad was, I'll go down home and we're going to plan a day when we're going to meet. I'm going to beat my face on flick. Ask me why, I don't know. I was gonna put on my pretty dress. Just kidding, it was supposed to be a trouser, but still, I had this plan of me looking pretty cute and meeting him, seeing him from afar and running towards him, and I don't know why I was having all those kind of things in my head. Sorry if I keep looking outside, cars are passing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I had that in my head. Like, seriously, I do not know. I just wanted it to be perfect. Like, meeting him for the first time I can remember. I just wanted to make that memory cherishable and precious to me, not just to me, but to be able to tell it to my upcoming generation. But I'd say the way I met him is still a tellable story. That's why I'm sitting here to tell you guys a story, right? So we traveled down to Cameroon, traveled down to Bamenda. Those are the parts of Cameroon. If you're Cameroonian, you should know this. If you're not, just take it as any city where you are. You're traveling from one city to another. Yeah, so I had just gotten my hair did. This hair is a story of its own. I don't know how to put my feelings because I had no feelings. My feelings were dead. Like, they had pulled every feeling out of my head. All right, my head was shining like a bulb light, like you could see your reflection in my scalp. That's how shiny. Like you go down to the market and you tell these ladies, I want this and this and this and this hairstyle, and I want it to look like this. You go ahead and show them a picture of how you want your hair to actually look like. You explain it to them. You even show them how it's done. And then had pulled my hair to, oh, I could not feel anything. I was greeting people. I think people were thinking I'm crazy because this is how I was greeting people. The hair, I was greeting everybody and crying like, the hair, don't touch your hair, please. Back to topic, back to the story, back to meeting my daddy. Anyways, yeah, so I think he had arranged with my mom that we had to meet up somewhere at a restaurant where he was. I don't know how that came together, but anyways, this is me and the family in the car, and I'm just like, hair, it's painful. I'm crying, like I'm crying in the outside and the inside. Like I was in such in deep pain. Oh, it was so painful. Anyway, so I didn't think no is talking to him again on the phone. Like he's like, we're in the taxi, I'm standing in front there, and at that moment I realized, oh girl, come back, no more hair pain, you're meeting your father. I'm trying to come out of my pain of my hair. I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to not be mad at him for not being there for like 100 years. Okay, exaggerated, 20. But then I'm still like, ow, I'm in pain. I can't be happy right now because I'm in pain. I'm dying. My hair is killing me. I'm having a terrible headache. I need medicine to cool down this pain. This I don't know what to call it right now because it was so painful, right? It was just so painful. So this is me, like seriously, this was my reaction. He's down the road and I'm here. My mom, her sister, my cousins, everybody's walking. And everybody's going towards him. I'm just like, give me a moment. Give me a moment to take it all in. Like I was just like, give me a moment to take it all in. I was just absorbing. All right, I was like, oh, what the hell do I do right now? Like, how do I react? What about my pretty dress, makeup on fleek, running towards you, and oh my god, or I don't know, tears of anger or joy? I was just no reaction. Like seriously, my face was not moving. Nothing happened. I wasn't happy. I wasn't crying. I don't know what happened. I just got, I think it was confusion. I don't know what happened to me. Seriously, I did not know. I was just like, oh, okay. Seriously, that was my behavior. All right. I was like, oh, okay. I could not even put up my camera. Like what I had in my head was my pretty dress, me running with my camera and filming how we're meeting for the first time, or hiding the camera somewhere and the camera is capturing and meet up. I don't know what happened. I had my camera in my bag, but I could not even pull it out because I was just like, Zang, what just happened right now? Like, how did this happen? Alright? How? This is not how I planned it in my head. This was not what was going on in my pretty head, alright? This was not the plan. Nope. I was just like, nope, I'm not going to be happy, I'm not going to be sad, I'm not going to show no emotions because this was not the plan. Alright? And then he greeted everybody, and then he came to me. I was just like, I don't know what happened to me. My emotions got lost. I mean, they had been pulled out of my hair already. So I think they stayed there. Like, that day, my emotions just stayed there. They just stayed there. That was like, seriously, the first time I met my dad. That was my reaction. Like, nothing. Just nothing. I don't know what happened to me. So we go into this restaurant. And everybody's sitting. He's like, come sit close to me, my daughter, blah, blah. I'm like, just sitting there, like, and looking at places. Everybody's having conversation, everybody's talking, and I'm just lost in thoughts. Like, I'll just sit there and be staring at the wall. He'll be like, talk to me. because funny thing is, I had not known my dad. Like, I had never seen my dad before, but for almost a year we have been communicating through phone. Like, we have been talking on phone, we've been calling, we've been writing, we've been texting a lot. So I actually somehow knew this person, but never seen him before. Like, I knew who I was going to meet, I knew who I was talking to, and I knew how this person looked because we shared pictures, we had talked a lot. Like, we had a lot of communication. He had told me about his family, my sisters. I don't understand how my emotions were just like lost. I really don't understand what happened to me. Anyways, we're sitting in the restaurant, everybody's eating, ordering drinks, they're just looking. My junior cousin, he and I used to tease, we love teasing each other. If you watch my other videos, we always together, like Demaris and I, ooh, my homie. Because we share a similar story, we're just so close. Yeah, so he goes, he starts asking the questions for me, and I'm just like, who that is it? Mine or yours? No, just kidding. Things I had already known because I had been communicating with him on phone, so I knew some of those things. But there were just things like really personal things I wanted to ask or talk about with him. I guess what I had in mind is my first meeting with him would just be like a one-on-one, you know, like just me and you. But then it was just this meet up with like the whole well, not the whole family, but a lot of family members, which just got me confused. And I was just like, this is not what I had in mind, this is not what I planned, this is not what I wanted. Anyways, we spent the I was just lost. Like, it was as if I wasn't even present at that day. I think I had done my meeting in my head, so I was just like, okay, let me make myself invisible so that when we meet another day, that my meeting is going to take place. maybe that's what was going on in me. I seriously don't know. Anyways, we spent the day, everybody there, we're just talking loud, and then we left. It was like, yo, my daughter, what happened? We've been talking about meeting for so long, and there was just like this cold between us and stuff. I was like, I don't know what happened, but that was not the way I planned my first meeting with you. Like, seriously, I told him, I was like, I don't know what happened, but that is not the way I planned to meet with you. Like, I had this fairy tale dream meeting in my head, and that was not what happened. Dang, it wasn't what happened. I had something else in mind. I had planned everything to detail, and nothing was like that. It's painful. No, I wasn't crying. I wasn't that over dramatic. Anyways, so the next time we met, it was just me and him, and we're just chilling, and we're talking about some of the stuff we had been talking on phone. And then he started telling me, because it's been pretty difficult for me to know how to address to him. Because if you watch my snap, if you don't follow me on Snapchat, better do that now. I have a lot of interesting stuff going on there. So while I was there, I was doing a lot of snap because I could not edit and put on my videos. So I was doing a lot of snaps. And on some of my snaps, he was telling me how I have never addressed to him as daddy or dad or father or baba or however you call your father. True, I have never. That is because it is pretty difficult for me to address to someone. I bet what I was trying to say, it's been pretty difficult for me to know how to address to him, because he's my dad, quite alright, but it's pretty difficult to just wake up one day and be like, yo, what up, dad? If you follow me on Snapchat, you better follow me on Snapchat. Once I was there, I had a lot of snaps. Excuse me. I had a lot of snaps, and yeah, there we were talking about the fact that I don't call him dad or daddy or baba or papa or whatever you call your father. That is not because I am being disrespectful, but because of the fact that it's just difficult for me to just be like, yo, okay, one day I just be like, yo, dad, it was a little bit more difficult for me, because of the fact that in an African home, well, not only in an African home, there's when you're growing up in a family, there's this thing that the head of the family is always well, that is normal. The head of the family is always a dad, so everybody in the house kind of addresses to him as dad, and that has been a lot of the cases with me. I've addressed to my uncle, my auntie's role in them, and my dad was actually, it was a challenge, I would say. So yeah, on my stand we were addressing the fact that I never say dad to him. I would just be like, hey yo, what's up, how you doing, and stuff like that. So you were trying to be like, yo, you never call me dad, you're always like, yo, hey, what's up, you're always like, hey, and no, you know, the formality, which is actually, it's difficult for me because growing up as a child, my cousin and I, we always teased each other, you know, we'll just be playing and something stupid would happen, and one of us would be like, yo, go to your daddy's house, and the other one would be like, go to your daddy's house, and you'd be like, yo, this is not your daddy's house, this is not your daddy's house, and because we have a similar situation, so we just be like, and then at one point we feel the pain because it's really painful for someone to tell you to go to your father's house, and you know, you don't know where to go to, you know, like, where do I go to? I don't know my father's house. Anyways, or even still, when I was even when I was like a little bit of a teenager, when I had things going on in school, and I'll go with my stepdad, and people gonna be like, yo, why are you that black and your daddy's actually white and you're not like your junior brother, you know, and you try to start explaining all those things, like growing up explaining each and every day that you don't know your dad. It was a difficult situation. One day there's this thing that says it takes what, everybody can be a father, but it takes the one special man to be a dad. I think something like that. So yeah, that is kind of the situation. That was kind of the situation. But I'd say I'm pretty much growing into it, like, right. But it's challenging to just wake up one day and just be like daddy to someone. It's a difficult situation. I mean, that you don't just get a new daddy every day. You don't just wake up and go to the street and you see somebody and you just start calling dad. So it has to be right. I'm not saying that it's not right, but it just, that's something, that special thing has to be there. And well, proving to me that he has that father quality, which I really appreciate. I'm thankful for, I'm grateful for that. I love you, you know. So if you're watching this, you have to watch this. Hello, dad. Give a thumbs up for my dad to watch this. Yeah, I'm really grateful for that. I'm happy for the fact that he came into my life. He's been showing me and proving to me that he has that dad quality, not only towards me but towards his girls. Guys, my dad is blessed with girls, like seriously, sisters all the way. Yeah, I have a lot of sisters. Sister. I love them. And my one and only junior brother. I love you, boy. My heart. Yeah, he's been proving to me how much he loves me, not just only me but the girls, which is just making me open up more towards him coming into my life at this point in time. Is actually really grateful because I'm engaged now. Where's my ring at? Oh, yeah, here we go. I always just take it off when I'm doing stuff. Anyways, yeah, it's just grateful for him to come into my life at this time of my life, because which girl doesn't want her dad to take her down the aisle? Hello, which girl? And it's not like I've ever lacked anything. My mom has always made sure. Thank you, mother. I love you so much. My mom has been amazing. She is amazing. She's done a great job raising me. And it's not like I've ever lacked anything, but just the fact that both of them are there, it's amazing. Meeting my dad opened the door to me to meet a lot of his, I would say, his family members. Yeah, of that side of the family, which is actually amazing. I'm going to insert another video in here. Yeah, I'm going to put the video clips of when I met them, how I was being welcomed at my father's parents' house, my grandparents' house. It was amazing. It was like this lost, but like it was like the lost child coming home, but yet you've always been there. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Like, it felt like I had never been, but then I've always been part of the family. I don't know. if that is understandable. Anyways, it was just amazing to mingle with them and see. I mean, it wasn't for a long time, but yet it was family. It was fun. It was heartwarming. It was welcoming. It was great. It was a great time. I had a great time at home. This year, meeting my dad was definitely one of my highlights of the year. I mean, getting engaged was definitely the bomb.com, but meeting my dad has been amazing. He's just our communications after I came back has been amazing. He's been an amazing person, and I really appreciate that. 2016 was definitely a year of highlights, and 2017 I know it's going to be lit. Alright, 2017 is going to be an amazing year too, because a lot of things are about to be happening. This ring is not about to stay alone. The second one, he needs a brother. So yeah, a lot of great things are about to happen. 2017, which I'm so grateful for, but 2016 definitely has had a lot of highlights, which I'm just so happy and grateful and thankful for, and I just can't wait for the future. I just can't wait to see what 2017 has in those. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up for me meeting my dad. Give it a thumbs up for my dad watching this. Hello, me telling him I love him, me opening up a little towards, calling him daddy and stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. I feel like my phone is ringing, so I'm gonna go answer that call and let you guys subscribe and watch the video. I love you guys so much.
It's still be